What's up everyone, Luke here from Guide to Match Betting. It's great to finally be back doing one of these recorded videos. I know it's been a while. I promise we'll have lots of new content coming your way very, very soon. So stay tuned to the channel and obviously hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Today I'm going to be talking about the Grand National and the profits made. And we're going to be talking about how I'm going to make money and how you can make money as well over the coming months, over the summer. But first, I've got a few things that I need to say. This video is sponsored. Well, it's kind of sponsored anyway, not an official sponsorship. However, MatchedBets.com did send us to the Grand National, so I promised I would give them a shout out in exchange for their good gesture. MatchedBets, there's a link in the description below. They provide advice on match betting, they provide tools as well, they've got a forum, they've got all sorts, and recently they have joined forces with Profit Squad. Now if you don't know who MatchedBets are and you don't know who Profit Squad are, they're two companies that we have reviewed in the past on Guide to Match Betting, so if you're looking for reviews of those sites, we do have reviews live on the Guide to Match Betting website. Again, there's a link in the description below to that. On these sites, they've got tools to help you with your horse racing, matches, calculators, spreadsheets, etc. They've got odds matchers, they have got accumulator software to help you make money on your accumulators as well, and they've got casino guides for both low risk and high risk offers. So hopefully they can help you out. If you want to check those sites out, then I recommend that you do so. And there's a limited time offer that they're running as well. You can get membership to both websites if you join before the end of April 2018, that is if you're watching this at a later date. And if you do join before the end of April, you will get your membership for £119 for the year to both sites. Let's move on to the rest of the video. As I say, we were fortunate enough to go to the Grand National this year, and it was my first ever time at the festival. I was pretty excited and I had a really good day. The weather was amazing. Got a bit of sunburn. I'm not sure how bad you can tell that I'm a little bit rosy in this video. The pale skin doesn't really work with the sun. So yeah, in this video, we're going to talk about the Grand National and the profits that were made, very briefly at least. And then we're going to move on to looking at how money can be made over these summer months that are coming up. The initial plan with the Grand National was I was going to take the camera. We were going to do a few videos whilst we were there. And that's something I'd never done before, so I was a little bit nervous and a bit anxious about doing that. And, well, it didn't happen. To be perfectly honest, we didn't even try. I got there and it was incredibly busy. I don't know why that I thought we would actually have space or some quiet where you could actually hear what I was saying, but that just didn't happen. It was absolutely ramming, which all helps to make it a really good atmosphere. And I got a small bit of footage of the race. The best footage I got was probably over the first fence, but unfortunately a couple of horses fell on that fence. Good news is that all of the horses survived. They're all in good health, but I don't really want to share the close-up because we were really close to that first hurdle. Just doesn't look nice. However, do have some footage of the second go round, so I'm going to play that for you now. It was a really profitable race for me. I'm sure it was a very profitable race and a profitable 3 days for many of you watching as well. The best result was Milan's Bar coming in 5th place. If you're watching this and you don't know about extra places, then I recommend that you do so. Again, I will put a link in the description below to our extra place guide. But extra places are the nuts, basically. They are the best possible thing, in my opinion, in match betting, because you can use gubbed accounts for them as well, so you can pile some really big stakes down should you wish, should you have the bankroll to do so. And Milan's Bar landing in 5th was a great result for many people. It was a good odds match for the majority of the morning, so many people won't have missed that one. And there were some other good results in the day. I had 188bet gave me a free bet whilst I was there. That one turned out pretty well. Had some good offers as a result of my Premier Player status at 888. Smarkets as well. I chose to punt the Smarkets offer, which was a 50% refund on the 4th race each day. Fortunately for me, 2 days running, I picked the winner, Politolog, and I can't actually remember who it was on the Grand National day as I was there. Just putting it out there, I had quite a lot to drink. Either way, first day was rubbish for me, but the second 2 days particularly were very profitable days, all culminating in that amazing Milan's Bar 5th place finish, which was very profitable indeed. So let's move on now to talking about how I am going to make money over the coming months and how you can make money as well, because it's a bit of a weird time of the year really. The Grand National, big event, a great event, but it's pretty much signalling the end of the jump season in horse racing, which is probably the most popular. Don't quote me on that, but it's certainly my favoured. And we've also got the end of the football season coming up as well. It's not too long until the end of the football season will be upon us. We've got things like the Champions League, we've got the playoff finals. Aston Villa, my team, hopefully they will win the playoffs. But yeah, a lot of the matches are sort of dying down. There's not really much competitiveness. They don't really have much desire to win. Hopefully this means there'll be more goals and some good offers like the 2-up offer can come in a little bit more often. And we've seen some great results with that offer over the last few weeks. Some really big wins that I myself have been happy with, and I'm sure many of you watching have been happy with as well. As the football season comes to an end, as the jump racing season comes to an end, what is there to bet on? A lot of people decide to take the summer off. A lot of people end up spending their money from their bankroll, and it's just a really bad idea, especially this year. And why is that? Well, this year is a World Cup year, which means the offers should be really, really good all through the summer. Last year was pretty dead, and likewise 3 years ago, pretty dead as well. But when it's a World Cup year, when it's a Euros year, you're gonna have some great offers, and the World Cup should be the biggest of them all. So that is obviously the highlight of our summers. Other than that, we've got the flat racing horse season. So you've got Royal Ascot in June, Glorious Goodwood at the end of July / start of August. There's loads to be made at these festivals. There's loads to be made in the run up to these, so you can keep building your bankrolls and hopefully make even more profit than you would have done so if you just sort of took a few weeks off. Really wouldn't recommend taking any prolonged periods of time off. And I know that's quite hypocritical because it's something I've done and it's something I made a video about here on the channel. But when you start to look at things as a bigger picture, you zoom out, you think, could I have done more here? Should I have done less here? Because I do recommend that you don't just go trying to make every last penny you possibly can, but it is important that you keep that profit coming in because it's really profitable, obviously. So, flat racing season looks pretty good. The World Cup, what else? Well, tennis. Tennis is one of the biggest things that I bet on and trade over the summer. We have the French Open in May and June, Wimbledon, June to July, and we have the US Open, which is August to September. The football season should be starting again around that time as well. But we have 3 major tennis tournaments, which means that tennis should be hopefully very profitable. We've seen some massive offers for the tennis Grand Slams in the past. The 2-up offer that we have in the football, you do see quite often in the tennis. So I'm hoping that one returns, where a player goes 2 sets up and then loses. Can be very, very profitable on the tennis indeed. What else have we got? We've got golf. Extra places on the golf can be very lucrative if you have a big bankroll. Now, I wouldn't recommend that you tie up your money for 4 days, which is what happens in the golf, unless you have a big bankroll. But there are other things you can do in the golf to make money as well. And in the golf, we've got the US Open in June. We've got the Open Championship in July. We've got the PGA Championship in August. Lots of big major sporting events happening over this summer. And it doesn't stop there, so there's plenty of money to be made. Some of the smaller sports that we've got, okay, these ones are ending at a similar time to the football, but snooker ends in early May and the darts Premier League also ends in mid-May, but there are just a couple of things that can keep tiding us over into those bigger sporting events as the football season comes to a close. So hopefully there'll be some good offers that we can get on with them. Another thing that you could look at is Betfair trading. This is something I just mentioned with the tennis. Trading on the tennis can be very profitable if you know what you're doing. The last video I did on this channel was an interview with Calm Berry. If you don't know who he is, he's a professional horse racing trader on Betfair, trades the pre-race markets, so he is looking to make a profit before the horses even set off. He doesn't do anything in play. He doesn't leave any money on for the winner or the end results. I won't say too much about him because you can find that stuff out in the interview, so I recommend that you watch that one after this video. It's a really informative video, and we specifically talk about how people can move from matched betting into Betfair trading. So if you already have experience with the one but not the other, we can hopefully look to help bridge that transition into the new area. These are just the main sporting things I've spoken about. There's going to be things on each week. There's loads of things that you can make money on. I'm going to be doing plenty of other videos videos as well that look at how we can make money over these summer months. We're going to be looking at all sorts of different areas in the betting world, so hopefully I can teach you a thing or two. So hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss any of the tips that I've got coming your way. I'm going to be revealing a lot of stuff about how I am making money behind the scenes. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure you give it a thumbs up, hit that like button. It's very much appreciated if you could do that. And once again, thank you to MatchedBets, link in the description below, who sent us to the Grand National. It was a great day out. Here is to a profitable summer. Thank you very much for watching.